Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are touring? We are touring sketchbook number 33. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the last sketchbook we toured was sketchbook number 31. We did skip one. It's just because that sketchbook is an 11 by 14, and so it is very large. And honestly, I have trouble filming these 8.5 by 11 ones. And so until I figure out how to film that one in a way that doesn't look like garbage, we're just gonna skip over it for now. We're gonna go back to it later. It's not like super like great or anything anyway. And honestly, I did not utilize the size of that paper very well. I did like 4 or 5 drawings that were the size of the paper and the rest of them were really little. So I'm like, how am I supposed to flip between really big drawings and really little drawings? One of them is going to be super hard to see. So we're skipping it for today. So we're doing sketchbook 33 instead. This one is a Danik sketchbook. Like I said, it's an 8.5 by 11, I believe, or it's like a 9 by 12. It's one of those sizes. I think it's 8.5 by 11, but I can't exactly remember right now without looking at it side by side to the other ones. But I do believe it's an 8.5 by 11. I bought this one in the store, and when I was working on it, I really liked it a lot. It has some thick paper. I felt like it really took markers really well. And so I really like this one. You cannot find these ones anymore. Not in the store anyway, and I couldn't find these particular prints either online. I don't know why they stopped selling these ones. I really liked this one in particular. I felt like my art came out really good in it. You guys are gonna see that in a second. But I did get another one later, and I did not like the quality of the paper as much, and so I'm like, did they change the paper? I don't know. So for a long time, I really liked this one, and I would have recommended it, but now I'm not sure. I did buy some new Danik sketchbooks. They're going to be my next sketchbook when I finish the current one I'm working in, so that way I can see if I still like the paper, or if they change the paper, the formulation of the paper to something that I like a little bit more now, because this sketchbook is pretty old. This sketchbook is from... I did not write it on here. Oh gosh, yes I did. It's from June 2019 to August 30th. And so that is about 5 years ago now, which is a long time in paper time, a lot of time to like change formulation and stuff like that. And so yeah, hopefully my new Danik sketchbook, it will be good. But it's unfortunately the new one is not a hardcover, it's a soft cover. I don't know if I think they do sell hardcovers, but they didn't have any hardcovers and designs that I liked. So I was like, I'll just go with a soft cover. But yeah, let's go ahead and start this sketchbook tour because it does have a lot of pictures in it, and it's going to take us a while to tour it. Anyway, covering up my name, like my full name, just in case my sketchbook got lost. Anyway, as you can see, it's June 10th, 2019 to August 30th, 2019, which is about 3 months, 2 to 3 months. Actually, it's like almost closer to 3.5 months. Oh no, it's closer to 3 months. Yeah, I finished it just before August. This one is actually full. Usually when I finish a sketchbook in like 2 months, there's like nothing in it. But this is when I was going into a phase where I was really trying to color and finish the whole sketchbook in such a sense that I wanted every page to be finished. Every page is not finished, but I really tried my best. If you want to be an artist who makes a sketchbook that everything is finished, that is cool, that is chill. It could not be me though, because I really burned myself out when I tried to make a sketchbook where every page is filled. Like I currently have a sketchbook that's like my quote-unquote finished art book sketchbook, but I'm working in it very slowly. It's not like my main sketchbook. I don't force myself to do finished artwork every day. It just takes me a long time to do that, and so it's not very conducive to me doing that sort of stuff. But I like this sketchbook because it is pretty filled up. Anyway, first and foremost, we have a picture of my sister. It does not look like her at all, and then I don't like it really too much. But you know, it's fine. It's still cute. She's got a son behind her, and I don't think that was the color of her shirt, but yeah, I don't like that one. Anyway, like I said, I tried to finish every single page in the sketchbook. I did not succeed, but I tried my best. This was going to be a drawing of like an elf, or she's gonna have like horns or something. Yeah, I can't exactly remember what she was supposed to be, but oh, here he is. I thought this guy was in the last sketchbook tour, and he is not. He's in this one. He's the companion for that other guy with the X over his eye. When I did them initially, I just thought of the other guy's colors randomly. I was like, this color is kind of this color, right? And I tried to do some, what's it called? Analogous colors is the word, I guess. Oh, no, not complementary, because this guy is the complement to the other guy. He has like his colors are reversed. So yeah, that's what their color schemes are based off of. A drawing of a girl. I felt really bad when I did this one because I really liked it a lot. But the mistake I made was I colored her hands, her ears, her neck, all of that stuff before I did the face. And you guys, if you want something to be like the focal point of the drawing, or it's the most important thing for the drawing and you're using an alcohol marker, but you're not sure how full it is, freaking do that part, the most important part first, because I should have started with her face, and I wouldn't have cared if her arms and her stuff were messed up. I should have started with her face. There's plenty of ink left to start with her face. And there was not enough ink after I did all that other stuff. And so I was like, no. And then the marker that I did choose to go over it with was too dark, and it looked ugly, and I hated it so much, and I felt really bad because I really liked the sketch, and I really liked the light art, but I did not like the coloring after, which is why I didn't finish it. Because like I said, if I mess up the face, I don't want to keep going. And so this one really made me sad. This is just me testing out my markers on that paper. Like I said, I did like my markers on the paper when I was using this sketchbook. I don't know if I would still like the way markers work on this sketchbook now that I've gotten a little bit better at markers. It has been 5 years, so I have improved just a little bit, you guys. But these are all of my markers at the time that I had. I have a lot more Copics now. I think I used up most of my Blake markers. I don't have these Art Soft ones anymore because the brush, after I finished using them, the brush like dissolved, and so I had to throw those away. But I still have the Art and Fly, the Touch Twin, the Mepski. The same thing with the Spectrum Noir. These were the old versions of the Spectrum Noir, where when you used them, like the brush tip would dissolve away. The newer ones do not do that. Some Neo Pico markers. I still have these Neo Pico markers, and then some Winsor & Newton ones. I think I used these ones all the way up. And these ones were not brush tips. These ones were bullet nibs. I like the Neo Pico ones, but they always felt like super dry whenever I was using them. They are actually pretty small compared to other markers. Like the Copics are a little bit wider, and these are like actually like a little bit closer to like a pen size. They're like about this thin, a little bit thicker maybe. I have them around here somewhere. I just don't use them because, like I said, they do feel really dry when I use them. And also, I kind of want to buy a set of grays just because I could use them a little bit more. To be honest, I have like 4 or 5 sets of grays. If I'm trying a new marker, I usually buy a set of grays. I don't know why I bought a set of skin tones for these Neo Pico markers. I mean, I might be able to try them out again now that I know how to actually draw, but not to say that I couldn't draw back then, but I draw smaller now, so I could probably use them without them feeling too dry. They probably felt so dry because I was using them on really large pieces. So I might try those out again. I did like them. I like the shape of them. But like I said, I do want a set of grays for those. I don't think they sell refills for those, because I do think they're kind of hard. They were kind of hard for me to get them. I think I did end up getting them off of Amazon. But I think it took a long time for them to get here. I can't remember. I do remember liking them though. They are very little. Look at how thick that paper is, you guys. I love thick paper. A drawing of a guy and he's crying. It's another 3/4 view. You're seeing this sketchbook that I draw the chins really pointy. I don't know why. I was going through a phase where I drew chins really pointy. It's not really a phase that I like. Looking back on it now, I'm like, those chins are too pointy. And honestly, sometimes my chins are still a little bit too pointy. I've been trying to round them out a little bit more recently because I've been noticing like those chins are insane. Like you could stab somebody with that damn thing. But not to say that there's anything wrong with people drawing pointy chins. It's just like, for my art specifically, I'm like, I don't really like a pointy chin. It feels too pointy. Blood warning on the next page. I'm going to be honest with you guys. There's actually quite a little bit of blood in these sketchbooks that we're going through right now. This is really where I started doing some more body horror stuff. So if blood disturbs you, it's going to be in the sketchbook like 3 or 4 times. So I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure if that means you should skip this one. I'll try to put timestamps on when you can come back for each time there is an occurrence of blood. I'll do my best, you guys. So yeah, there's going to be blood on the next page. I think this was this is the second half of July. Yeah, or this is a different year of July. I think I said I did July in the last sketchbook, which is probably true. I did. I don't know if I was working at them at the same time or that was for 2018's July. I don't think so, because I think I said I did that one in 2019. So I think this is just the second half of it. I was working in the sketchbooks at the same time, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, this one was for Spider. And so she's a spider lady, and she just ate something that had blood. I think the implication is that it is a human. I like this one a little bit better than I did the other spider person, only because of the eyes. I like the eyes a lot better. I think the other person was a lot more spidery in the last time I drew a spider person. And I don't know why she has, like, a shirt on. But as you can see, she's got a high neck sweater thingy. And it just tells you how much I really like high neck sweater thingies. I love a high neck sweater thingy, or just a high neck shirt. I don't know why. I would never wear a high neck shirt. I don't like the way things feel on my neck, but I like the look of them. It's one of my favorite suit for Superman. I don't draw Superman in this sketchbook, but just thinking about high neck, people who wear like high neck outfits, people are like, they hate the high neck Superman look where he has like the high collar, and I'm like, I like that. And I think it's just because I like high neck looks, not because particularly for Superman, but like, it doesn't hide his suit under his shirt. It's like, okay, it's fine. I think I talked about this before in another sketchbook tour. This is a drawing that I never finished. Here are my bones popping. This is a draw this in your style from my mutual, and I actually, when I was doing these in this sketchbook in particular, I was writing their ats, so that's good. But her at is not Maka art anymore. It's changed a lot over the years. But yeah, this was a draw this in style for her. I think I liked this at the time, but now I really don't, just because of the hair. Just because I feel like that is not good blending of the hair. But you know, what can you do? It's just the past. It's okay. A drawing of a guy. He kind of looks like a swimmer. But once again, high neck thingy, arms cut out. That's just the look that I like. Do you guys know anything about my OCs? Hope wears this outfit a lot, this shirt. I really like this shirt. And you know, Kira, she also has this high neck thing, but she has sleeves. So this is a guy. He looks like a swimmer to me. I think it's because of the shirt and the blue hair. Something about it screams swimmer. I don't like this drawing. I don't know why. It might be the face. I don't know. I was going to give him a gap tooth, and then I erased it. I feel like if he had a gap tooth, would I like him more? Probably not. Oh, you know what? He actually looks a lot like Cricket. Now I'm looking at it. Cricket has the spiky hair, and he's got that freckles. He kind of looks like Cricket. And you know what it is? The eyes are too high up. I mean, the middle of your eye should align with the top of your ears, and the top of the eyes go to the top of the ears. So if I move them down, and the nose a little bit down, and the mouth down a little bit, I think I would like this more. His eyes are just too high up, and that's bugging me. And I think I did that for all my art at this time. Oh, nope, see, this guy, his eyes are in the middle of his ear. I tried to draw a side profile here. He kind of looks like either a Dracula, like a vampire, or a guy who kills vampires. I don't know. He's got a story. I don't know what it is, but I wanted to draw a side profile, and I added the moon behind him. And I feel like the colors don't really mesh well, but I like the concept. Actually, though, the only thing I don't like is his earrings up here. I would have drawn it lower. Because I mean, some people have just the one cuff on the top, but I feel like if you have the cuff, you usually have like earrings at the bottom too. So I don't know. I don't hate this one. It was one of my, not my first tries at drawing side profile, but I would say I tried my best. I could probably do better now. But I don't know why he's got a scar over his eye. He's got a story to tell. I just don't know what it is. This is a drawing of that demon girl. You guys have seen this one because I did a redraw of it. I'm still pretty inclined to think that this one is better than the other one. I think I just fucked up on that other one so bad that I don't like it. And I really, really liked this one at the time because it was one of the first times I'd ever gotten a flat background. Now that I'm looking at this, the background is not that flat, but it's a lot flatter than, say, this one and those other ones where I didn't even try. I got it nice and flat, and I really liked the way I did the anarchy symbols, and I just felt like the whole thing came out really well. And so at the time I really liked it. I still kind of like it now. There are things that I would change like I did in the other one, but I didn't like that one so much. But even if I did it a third time, I could do better. But I think I was putting too much pressure on myself for that other one. Sorry, these don't really lay flat too well, but yeah. We're drawing of a girl, and she's being cutesy. I don't really have anything to say about this one because I didn't really feel anything about it when I made it. And I don't feel anything about it now. This was also going to be a July piece for like glowing, but I didn't like the way it turned out. It's creepy and I hate it. A drawing of a guy for July, and he's a goat. And I gave him goat eyes, and he's got these sharp teeth. Goats do not have sharp teeth, you guys, they don't. But every time I draw a goat or like a ram or a sheep person, I give them sharp teeth. I don't know why. I really don't. I don't know what the obsession is for me, or like the subconscious thing is for me, where I'm like, give that goat sharp teeth. Also, this character says goat, or supposed to say goat. I think I cut off the bottom of it, so it probably doesn't say goat, probably says some other shit. So if you speak, I think this is supposed to be Chinese. I think this is Chinese. It might be Chinese or Japanese. I'm not sure. But yeah, it says goat. It's supposed to say goat. I don't know if it actually does. So let me cover that up. I like this one. I still like this one. I like the idea of it. I like his little beard. And I like that his lips are black. Like a goat has black lips. I just wish maybe he had a little bit more lips. And maybe I hadn't outlined every tooth. For a while, I was outlining every tooth, which is like, no, don't do that. I mean, you can do whatever you want, right? This doesn't look terrible. It's just that when you outline every tooth, it kind of looks a little bit creepy. And so I don't really like that so much. If it was just the fangs, like the outlines, and like nothing in the middle, I think I would like it a little bit more. But I still like this one. I think I really just like goat eyes in general. I like the square shape inside the middle of them. I don't know. I mean, aesthetically, it looks cool. But if you had that in real life, obviously, your eyes would be fucked. A redraw of a Cheshire Cat girl. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this one. It's in my finished artwork sketchbook. And then I didn't like that pose, so I did this one instead. Because I'm a coward. And I get scared to do things. Which is like so sad because originally I did it in a 3/4 view. It's like, oh, I don't think I could do it better the second time because I'm not better at 3/4 view. And so I give up and I do front view. So if you ever see me do a redraw or I change the position of the head, it's because I'm being a coward and scary. I try not to do that anymore though. Now I try to like push myself a little bit more. Also, these hands are creepy. I think the way that I color them makes them look creepy and I don't like it too much. Also, this pen is supposed to be white, but it's yellowed over the years, which is sad. This was also for July, and it was supposed to be snake. And I don't like this one at all. I was not good at side profiles then, and I'm not good at them now, but I do like the way that eye came out. I think that eye is creepy, and I like it a lot. I tried to blend here. I don't know if you guys can see it because it's pretty small for you, but I did try to blend, and I think that's pretty okay. I like the character design. I just don't think that eye pulled it off in a nice way. And also, why is his tongue coming out if you could see his teeth, you know? So I fucked it up a little bit, but that's all right. A drawing of a girl and she's crying. I actually do this one again later in the sketchbook. You'll see it. It's actually a bit more disturbing towards the end of the sketchbook. This is me planning out some more July pieces. This is planning for that other one with the crying. And then I wanted to do one for the word light, and I wanted to have some foreshortening. And I was trying it here, and I wasn't liking it. And so I ended up doing this one. And the foreshortening here is not great. I did my best. At the time, I couldn't have done any foreshortening. And you know what? I still really can't do it. But I'm proud of myself for trying. And it has a little bit of a lighting effect, which I like. I like how far away this little hand is. I feel like if the hand was a little bit smaller, I could have, like, you know, what's it called? It made it seem more like it was disappearing into the background. But as it is, that was pretty okay. I mean, just the only thing is this arm. Honestly, when you do like foreshortening like that, the back of the arm sort of kind of disappears behind the hand. So this could have been thinner right here and would have looked fine. But it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I tried my best, and that's what's important. We're skipping this one because it has a little bit of disturbing imagery. Not blood, but she's a witch, and you know what they did to witches. So you can imagine what is happening to her in this one. She's like using her witch powers after she was, you know, tried for being a witch and she was found guilty. So take it that way you will. Yeah. This is a drawing of a girl. And she's made out of honey. Well, I don't know if she's made of honey, but she's in like a honey area. I liked this one for a long time purely because I like the way I drew the honey. The like her weird throne or whatever, not the best, not the greatest, not my favorite. But the way I drew the honey, I was like, oh my god, the honey looks like honey. Just the way that I did it. The eyes, not so much. I like the lips. But this honey on the hand, I was like, it looks so much like honey, you guys. I was really proud of myself. I was like, the blending came out well and it looked like honey. I'm gonna do another piece of a girl with honey way later, closer to 2021 or 2022. And I like that one too. This is just my very first time drawing honey well, and I used the same technique there, and so I was really proud of myself. I was like, oh, the honey looks so good. And I like this drawing for a long time because of that reason. A drawing of an alien lady. I think this is also for July, and I don't know what the word was, but I didn't like it. The coloring came out really bad, and so I hated it. And so I drew it again, but I made it really small. I like that one better. I just don't like how pointy her chin is, and her eye is like, that's not right, you guys. It should be curved here, but it's fine. It's very little. I hope you can see that. It's very tiny. Drawing of a girl. This one was supposed to be like for makeup, and I was like, well, what if she did her makeup really bad, but she's still really proud of it? And you know what? Girls should be allowed to do their makeup really bad and still be really proud of it, you know? It's all about trying. I couldn't get the big ones to work, so I made it. It's really tiny. It's really little. I was trying again for that girl, but I couldn't get it done. I think this one was for Succubus. For a long time, this is one of my favorite pieces. I really like the way I did this one. I really like the way I colored her skin. I think this is actually where I discovered the way that I like to color skin, at least lighter skin, with all the pink hues and stuff. And then that informed the way that I like to add warm colors to darker skin. But I really like this one for a long time. I really think her skin looks nice. The only thing I don't like about it is because her arm is supposed to be up, her shoulders a little bit supposed to be hunched, but you can see like the entirety of her neck. Like this does not work. This does not work here, which is unfortunate because I really like the whole thing. I could try to draw it again, but I still really like the way her face came out. So I'm not sure if I could really, you know, make that better. I mean, the lollipop is fucked. As I look through it, you know, parts of it are fucked up and maybe not the best, and I could fix it now. Maybe I can just trace the face and make the face in a way that I like. But I really like the coloring. I think what I am worried about trying to recreate this is I really like the coloring. I'm not sure if I can do the coloring again in the way that I did it here. But I still really like this one, despite anatomy mistakes and lollipop mistakes. I still think she looks really cute. A drawing of Medusa, and I never finished it. Even back then, you guys, I'm so lazy when I draw snakes. The way I've drawn snakes has not changed. I can't draw snakes. I could if I tried, and I probably should because I do like to draw Medusas / Gorgons with the snakes for hair. I think that is just fun, and you can like put the hairstyles in very different ways, even though the hair is snakes. And so this is drawing Medusa. I never finished this one. I did do another drawing of Medusa a little bit later, not in the sketchbook, but in a different sketchbook later, a couple years later. I think I like the sketch so much that I did not want to fuck with it anymore. And I still like it. I think she looks cute here. Kind of sad I didn't finish it, but that shaved hair Medusa, this is not the last time I, what's it called? Try to do this sort of concept. A drawing of a girl. This is actually for a draw this in your style. For me, this is what a drawing that I did for when I draw this in your style. That I'd known on Instagram. It's closed now because it's been, you know, 5 fucking years. But I did get 2 entries for it, and that made me really happy. I did not have a lot of followers on Instagram at the time, and I still don't. But even having 2 entries made me really, really happy. It made me very happy. I don't think you can see those on my Instagram anymore because they're actually from my old Instagram. I had a different one, and I had to close it for reasons, but yeah. So the actual finished draw that's in your style is on the next page. The only reason I haven't shown it to you guys is because there is blood on it. And so, yeah, there's going to be blood on the next page. So if that disturbs you, come back at the timestamp, okay? You guys know the drill. Okay, so I'm going to flip the page now. And this is the finished version of that one. You know what? I still really like this one. The only bad thing is I did not make her horns prominent enough because people just thought her bangs were weird. So if I made the horns longer, which I do, because I've done a redraw of this like 3 times. No, 4 times. Well, I guess the redraw is 3 times, but I've drawn it in total for 4 times, including this first one. I made the horns bigger, so that way they can see that she actually has horns. I really like this one. I like the color scheme. I like the dual eyes, dual lips. Everything is like this way, this way, this way, this way, you know, like alternating colors. I like it a lot. I like her little, what's it called? Her little, I'm blanking so hard. Her Letterman jacket, I like it a lot. I like the whole concept of the piece. I like that the background is yellow because it makes the blues and the pinks really stand out. I really like this one a lot. Honestly, there's some issues with it, obviously, but it's probably one of the better pieces I've ever done at this time, anyway. And so I still really like it a lot. Yeah, I still really like it a lot. I mean, the hair is fucked up, but, like, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just going to nitpick everything that I don't like about it. Just because I feel like I should humble myself when I like things. But I'm not going to. I like this one. That one's one of my favorites. Anyway, this is a Draw This in Your Style from someone called Doro Taro. And their version was a lot better than mine, but I did my best. I mean, not to put myself down. I really like this one a lot. I think it came out really well. I like the way I did the eyes. And I like the way that I did, what's it called? The gold. Like I said, I could probably do better now. But for at the time, I really liked the way this one came out. I just didn't like her skin tone because I didn't have the same skin tone as the girl. I mean, as the person who did the drawing originally. And so this is the closest thing that I had. So I feel like her skin is a little washed out compared to all the bright colors. But I still like it. I still like it a lot. A drawing that I never finished, unfortunately. She's got 3 eyes. Good for her. This was going to be a drawing. I wanted to do something for hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil. And so they're fighting, and so they're covering their ears, they're covering their mouth, and the person is covering their eyes. But I wanted to do a see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil piece for so long, and every time I try to do it, it falls apart. I think it's just because I cannot draw more than one character at a time. I'm better at doing that now. So I think now if I tried, I could do it, but I don't know. Something about it always falls apart. Like the same thing happens whenever I try to draw the fates. There's just something about groups of 3 that I cannot do. I don't know why. A drawing of Pip the fish. This is actually one of my mutuals on Instagram. This is her OC, and I just did some doodles of him. I like these doodles a lot. They're actually very cute. But yes, and then this is just a drawing of a girl. I really hate that I added this unicorn horn because with her little ball, little things, she reads more alien to me with her haircut, but then she gets like a giant unicorn horn, and so I kind of end up hating it. I feel like her eyes are too round. I really don't like the color scheme. I feel like these parts are all bright and stuff, and then the purple that I chose for the background is a little bit too desaturated and dark, and so she does pop out from the background, but not in a way that I like. So yeah, this is not one of my favorites in here, unfortunately. I think she's cute, but I don't know. Something about the coloring is off to me, and I don't really like it. The drawing I never finished. These are some tiny little Spider-Mans down here. I think this is going to be a draw this in your style of a girl. I don't know if I think this was a draw this in your style, or this is something that I came up with. I actually don't remember. But she was going to be made of ice cream. And she had a cherry on her head. I think this was a draw this in your style, though. I'm not sure. This is a drawing of a Harajuku demon, specifically a Decor Key demon, and this was the first one I ever did. And at the time, I really liked it. I do not really like this one anymore, only because the black, I feel like for Decor Key, I mean, they do have black and stuff, but I feel like it just really stands out from all the rest of the bright colors. And so I wish these were different colors. I think the pandas could have stayed, and then that would just send a little bit of black. But I don't like that for that reason. This is actually my least favorite of all of the Decor Key demons that I've drawn. Just because it was also, you know, it was the first one I ever did, and so that was something I just didn't like about it. Even though this one's actually the one that was the most decorated out of all of them. This is probably the closest to Decor Key in comparison to all the other Decor Key demons that I've done. She's the most decorated, and so she's like probably the most truly Decor Key one. Which is unfortunate that she's my least favorite, but that's what happens when you're the first one. It's just you get blinded by, you know, how you feel like you've grown as an artist and stuff. And so as a piece, I feel like it's still very good, but I just don't like it. I like the background, though. I stole this for something else. Not stole it from something else. I stole it and used it again for a different piece. But I like the little bubbles. A drawing of a girl drinking from a cup. I never finished it. This was good. I was going to do a redraw of that girl who has no face. She just has a mouth. And I did end up doing a redraw of it. And I like this one a lot. I think this is actually the last time I drew her. And I like it a lot. I feel like I just messed up with the spit. I feel like the spit could look better. But I still like it. I still like it. And the ears. I hate those flat ears that I used to do. I really don't like them. They're like so disturbing little discs. I don't like it. But yeah, at the time I really liked this one a lot. Except for the spit, like I said. Another, what's it called? A demon. This one, the other girl was a succubus. This guy is an incubus because he is a male. A male succubus is called an incubus. I just wanted to do a male version, and I gave him a long rainbow lollipop because she had a small heart one. I like this one. I don't like it as much as the girl, but I think I recreated the coloring style pretty well. I just don't like that his earrings are also rainbow. I wish it was just the lollipop that was rainbow. I think I would like it a little bit better. This was another Draw This in Your Style. This one is by Vin Art. I really liked this one a lot. I really did like this one a lot. I still really like it. I can see like some issues with it now, like the placement of things and like the head is long and all the other shit. But I still really like it. I like that she's like showing off her one thing. I think that's kind of cute. So yeah, I really like this one a lot. I feel like I always make Draw This in Your Styles some of my best work, and I'm like, I can't show people that. I didn't come up with the design. I wish I could make my own art look so nice. I just think I put a lot of effort into Draw This in Your Styles. This is some little doodles. This is also, I was planning out for another Draw This in Your Style. This one just says, whoops, very cutesy right there. I don't know what's going on in that one. Oh, sorry, warning, next page has blood on it. I'll let you guys know when you can come back, but blood warning, blood warning. This was another Draw This in Style from that same mutual I did the other one. Maka art at the time. I don't remember what her name is now, but that's what I always think of her as. But yeah, this was another Draw This in Your Style of her OC, and she would go into like blind rages and she wouldn't remember what she did, so she's covered in blood and she's sad about it. She's crying. This is gonna be Gaz from Invader Zim. I never finished it. I don't know why. This is not actually too bad. I could have just lined this and finished it up. I don't know why I didn't. I think maybe I didn't like the hair at the time, but the hair's not bad. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, that's Gaz. I didn't finish it. This was when the Invader Zim movie came out, and I didn't like Invader Zim as a kid when it was like airing, just because I felt like it was really gross, and it really was gross. It was super gross. Didn't like it, especially that episode with the organs. That made me want to throw up. So yeah, I didn't really like Invader Zim too much as a child, but I watched the movie and I thought the movie was fun. I don't remember it being as gross, so that was a little bit better. This was a guy. He kind of was supposed to go with the other guy that I drew. The other guys, so the purple guy, instead of being like the complementary, he was like the inverted color, so his skin was green and his hair was purple. I didn't really like his design too much, and then I tried to do another one for the other guy, and I just gave them both eyes, and I think maybe that's why I don't like them as much, because they both have both eyes, and I feel like those other guys having the X is a little bit more of like a fun design thing, and that's also partially why I don't like them as much. And so yeah, I didn't like these guys, and I also changed their like they did the opposite facial expression. So the other guy had like a blank look, and so this guy has a smile, and the other guy had a smile, and so this guy has a sad look. And I don't know, I just didn't like them as much, and so I never drawn them again. Just some little doodles, some faces I never finished. Another girl drinking out of a cup. I've been trying to draw people drinking out of a cup for so long, you guys. Just another face I never finished. Some more faces. A little drawing of Ghost Boy. It's been a while since we've seen him. Hi, Ghost Boy. Some drawings, but these are in pencil and graphite pencil. I don't know why I decided I was going to go back to pencil. A drawing of a girl that I drew. I really liked this sketch, and I never went anywhere with it. I never colored it. I don't know why. I think I just liked the sketch so much that I didn't want to ruin it with color. So I never did. This was another Draw This in Your Style, but I never finished it, which is why there's no name here. I was going to draw a girl doing like the rock symbol, but her hand was backwards, so I guess that's why I gave up on it. A drawing of a girl, and she's crying, but it's like happy tears. But I really don't like the eyes. I find the eyes super disturbing. And so we're just gonna go past that one. Not my favorite. Not my favorite in here. Some doodles. Those are pretty light though. I'm not sure if you guys can see those. This is the drawing of Anime Zim. I was like, I cannot draw Invader Zim in my actual, in like the actual style of Invader Zim, but I can draw the what's it called? The anime version of him. And so I did it. And so yeah, this is the anime version of Invader Zim. And the eyes are too high on the fucking head again. Move those down. Move them down. Or move the ears up. Something. I don't know why I put the eyes so high. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want. If you want to draw the eyes super high up, you can. But it's just not anatomically correct. And so I'm like, move down. I mean, there's things that you can do for stylistic reasons. Like if you stylistically want to draw the eyes up higher, you can. But it's different if you're not doing it on purpose. And I was not doing it on purpose. A drawing of a girl playing a bass guitar. I really liked this one for a long time. I still like it. I can see the anatomy issues with it, but I decide that I'm going to ignore them. I was listening to the song She Plays Bass by, how do you say her name? It's like Babadoo or something like that. Babadoo. I don't know. It's like a very long name. It has a lot of Bas and a lot of Ds and a lot of Doos. But I like that song, and so I drew a girl playing the bass guitar. And honestly, I don't even know if this is a bass guitar. I think it is because it only has 4 strings. I like the bass guitar a lot. I wish I knew how to play the bass guitar. I'm going to try and learn how to play the bass guitar, but I don't have the money to buy a bass guitar. And so, yeah, I need to try my best before I invest in a bass guitar. And I was going to learn this year, but I also have a lot of other goals this year, so I'm like, maybe next year. But I really like the bass guitar a lot. Next is a drawing of my OCs in a little comic. You guys can read that, hopefully, in your own time. But yeah. He has a crush on her. She has a crush on him. But they're too, what's it called? Shy to say it. I guess she isn't too shy to say it. I don't think I need a warning for this one. It is a little disturbing because she is melting. So this is a drawing of a girl melting. I think I told you guys that I was going to revisit a drawing earlier in the sketchbook. I said this one's going to come up again later, and this is this one. Yeah, she's fucking melting. It's a little disturbing. I guess this is technically body horror. Hopefully this does not disturb you guys too much. I might put a warning up prior. But I like this one a lot. I didn't like it for a while just because I think the background is what made me not like it. But I mean, it's scary. It's supposed to be scary. I don't know why she's melting, but she is. And so like I said, this is when I was getting to my more body horror type stuff. Honestly, if I started to melt like that, I'd be freaked out too. This is the last drawing in my sketchbook. This is drawing on my OCs. This is when the character, like the demon kid, he has like white hair whenever I draw him, like white blonde hair, but his hair is actually black. He just dyes it. And so this is a picture of his friend, and this is her helping him dye it. And she's like, picture, and he's like, help me, it's time to add the dye. So yeah, that's the end of the sketchbook tour, you guys. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me. This is actually one of my favorite sketchbooks. Just because I feel like this is where I really started getting the hang of my own art style and the way I like to color and stuff. And so it has a special place in my heart. It's got a lot of finished work in here. And not that I don't like sketches, but I do like to see more finished stuff personally. I have trouble doing it nowadays, I think because I burned myself out so much. Because I did another sketchbook. Another Denny sketchbook, I think in the same year, and it's also pretty full of art, and I think that burned me out a little bit. But I still really like this sketchbook a lot. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me. I will go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye!